Have you been told that you are too nice to be a leader, or the opposite, that you are too bossy? Women in leadership often face a double bind. They may be criticized if they are too assertive or if they are not assertive enough. So, which one is it? In short, the answer lies in using your emotional intelligence. If you're a woman in leadership trying to figure out how to show up as a leader, stick around because this video is for you. Hey there, I'm Dr. Lorea Martínez, creator of the Heart and Mind Model and SCL educator. If you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button for more tips and resources. One of my former students, Christina, was told by her supervisor that she was too nice to be a leader. Christina knew that she had room to improve in her leadership, but she wrestled with the implications of this message. Did her supervisor mean that she should not show emotions or care towards others if she wanted to be seen as an effective leader? Women in leadership often face this double bind. They may be criticized if they are too assertive because that represents a violation of traditional feminine norms. Also, they may be criticized if they are not assertive enough because that represents a violation of traditional male leadership roles. Even though women tend to have higher levels of self-awareness and empathy compared with their male counterparts, they might feel the need to mimic traditional leadership styles to meet the expectations in their organization, or most importantly, to be seen as competent. This means that women may, even without realizing, prioritize being assertive, decisive, and competitive, sidelining qualities like collaboration, mentorship, or relationship building. Overcoming these internalized gender stereotypes may be difficult because they take root early on. Gender is one of the first categories that infants learn. By the time children turn 4 or 5 years old, stereotypes equating men with traits such as tough and brave and women with traits such as gentle or kind may be deeply embedded. Despite these challenges, women leaders can better understand their talents and unlock their full potential by increasing their emotional intelligence. Research shows that emotional intelligence, or EQ, is crucial for effective and transformational leadership. It helps leaders to handle challenges, assess the impact of their actions, and model active listening and effective problem solving. Here are 3 strategies to practice your emotional intelligence so you can show up as an authentic and competent leader. First, foster self-awareness. This is the ability to recognize and understand your own thoughts, emotions, your strengths, and your areas of growth. It entails having this clear perception of yourself, including how the context in your team or organization may influence how you show up and how you are perceived by others. A powerful way to increase self-awareness is to adopt some kind of reflective practice like journaling at the end of the day about your thoughts, your emotions, with the goal of clarifying what happened during the day and generating some insights that can help you face the next day. Another way to increase self-awareness is to seek feedback from a trusted colleague who can be both caring but also honest about how you are showing up as a leader. Imagine that you receive feedback that your communication style can come off as abrupt or cold. Instead of dismissing it, you can take a moment to reflect on how your emotions may influence your interactions with your team. You may realize that during stressful times, that leads to hasty communication for you. Having this self-awareness allows you to do something about it. Maybe you need to slow down when stress is rising so you can respond more appropriately, or you need a little more time before you engage with others. Second, consider your choices. As a leader, it's essential to move away from reacting to situations or moving on autopilot. Instead, take a moment to pause and reflect on your feelings, especially in those moments of high stress or conflict. By regulating your emotions, you can make safer, more informed decisions considering the impact on your team. Imagine that you receive this unexpected critical feedback regarding a project your team worked hard on. Your initial reaction might be frustration or a desire to take control of the situation. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to breathe and assess the emotional impact of that feedback. How do you truly feel about it? And what's the best way to respond that will support your team? As you reflect, you may recognize that your frustration comes from a fear of disappointing your team. So rather than expressing anger or defensiveness, you can choose to gather your team for a discussion, expressing your initial feelings, but framing it as a learning opportunity. This approach not only fosters a safe space for open dialogue, but encourages your team to share their perspectives and to build together how you will move forward. By considering your choices, you create an environment where everyone can feel heard, and you can transform negative situations into constructive team discussions. And third, cultivate empathy. As a leader, it's essential to actively listen to your team. Empathy means that you acknowledge and understand the emotions and perspectives of others. When you apply empathy, you can create an environment where people really feel valued, and that will strengthen relationships. Empathy is a strength, not a weakness in leadership, and it will get you better results than disregarding people's needs or perspectives. Imagine a team member comes to you feeling overwhelmed and stressed about a project. Instead of simply telling them, hey, go get it done, an empathic leader might say, I hear that you are feeling overwhelmed. Can you tell me more about what's causing you that stress? This allows the other person to feel heard, and it opens the door for a more collaborative approach to solve the problem. So you might offer support or provide additional resources for them to get the work done. However, empathy doesn't mean a lack of accountability. Even when you have to make hard decisions, you can be more authentic when you take time to understand and acknowledge your team's perspectives. In summary, women in leadership may not realize that using their emotional intelligence and their natural inclination to lead with empathy and inclusivity is their superpower. However, when women regularly use these skills, they can reclaim their authentic voice and meaningful role in leadership. By fostering self-awareness, considering choices, and cultivating empathy, you can lead with more confidence and authenticity. Leave us a comment below if you have any questions or comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell for more tips and resources. Until next time, stay well.